Hey, Vampire Logan here. We are getting ready to play Avatar Legends Noir, and we have a new game. It's a new campaign, a noir detective story set in the Age of Korra, and I am going to introduce the players. First of all, we have Halloween Girl. You want to introduce you and your character?
My name is Adka, and I am a guardian, and I am a water bender. And our game is based around my grand detective agency. She has gone missing, so we're gonna take over, and we're on the case.
Okay, next is Mr. Brandoon. Go ahead.
Mr. Brandoon, and I'm playing as Haku, an airbender from the Fire Nation, who discovered his airbending skills after harmonic convergence. But he grew up learning like chi blocking skills because he's a relative of Ty Lee. So at some point, it was like a family thing. Anyway, he's now in Republic City because he's got airbending skills and has this big idea that there's like some kind of big destiny for him. So that he's teamed up right now with the detective agency because I guess he's bored.
All right, and next we have Abyssal Viking. Go ahead.
Hello, my character's name is Idris. I'm an icon, and I've joined the detective agency thanks to the advice of a certain someone from the spirit world, Iroh.
Ooh.
And he knew the grandma, and I needed money.
Okay. So
Brush two birds with one stone and help a friend.
Nice.
Okay, just trying to do something here. Okay, so the adventure is we're gonna start. I'm gonna do a little bit of a like a game intro before we start. I have this plan. I got some music here. Just let me switch to it.
I said I was a firebender, right?
Yeah.
Yes. A mind bender. All right.
Okay. All right. So I do a little bit of a costume change here.
And all is connected. This eye.
Are we supposed to be able to see ourselves at the detective agency now?
It is
You should in Tailspire be able to see.
open the eye of truth.
Okay. I'm gonna do the intro. All right. It was a dark and stormy night. The rain was beating down on the city. The city at night. It's a warm city, and the kind of heat that only a city in this big of a city can have. It's a yeah. The detective agency sits on the end of a broken down street, and walking through the rain, we see a cloaked figure with a hat on, looking for work, and he stops into the detective agency. He's heard a the newly opened detective agency that has work for someone like him. And so we're going to start from there with Edris coming into the detective agency just as you guys are kind of getting things set up. So we'll assume this is just after you met Skeeter and found the stuff that you were as you searched through the detective agency, the room with the files and the files that you found about the Grand's most recent cases. These would have been the cases that the last ones that she had open before she disappeared. So Atka has inherited this detective agency from her gran, and Mr. Haku has joined up with her and invested in the detective agency, and they are trying to get it back up and running and also find out what happened to her grandmother. So they have.
You only said I was rich in friends and family and loved ones. I'm not.
You used to be rich in money, but now it's all in this place. All right. So as you guys are finding this information, you find out about the three final cases that she had. One was a missing object. The other was a murder mystery, and the third one was a missing persons case. And so while you're doing that, or after you just discover that, someone comes in and looking for a job. Okay. Oh, we do have someone else coming in now, the other player. Can you hear us?
Yes, absolutely. Let me connect my video.
Okay. Now I need to add them in. And now all the cameras are screwed up because of the digital person. Alright,
No.
I'll try and fix that.
Okay.
You can take me off digital today if you want.
It doesn't help. Yours is separate.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to set up a whole new one for you. Take this hat off.
Camera keeps like doing that weird flash.
Flicker, yeah.
Notice that for you.
I think it's my USB port. Just
Oh, no.
port hub.
Okay.
So in Tailspire, I see my name and I see Logan and I see Brandoon, but I don't see the other characters yet.
They don't have Tailspire, so I'm going to have to create characters and move them around myself.
Oh, okay. But can they see it?
No, they won't be able to see it because they don't have the program, so they'll only be able
They're
to see
gonna
it
have
once.
to use their imagination.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna pull up the stream. And I actually, I will be right back in a moment.
I still need to add one. I think I'm gonna add my additional stat to creativity.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was told I
yeah,
should
totally.
focus, so that's what I did.
What is happening? I have no idea about Twitch, too.
Do we still have Viking in here? Is he just turned off his video?
One moment, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I think he's fiddling around with the USB port. So that, yeah.
See why it's flashing.
While they're doing that, I'll try and fix this one. Oh, what happened now? No.
Where we're at the detective agency, and Edris has walked into the room.
Yeah, do you want to, are you able to just play along there? I think we can just keep your video off. That's probably fine.
Yeah. That's what you're asking him.
Hello?
Hello.
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Just keeping my video off.
Okay.
What were you saying? Sorry. I had to plug my headphones back in.
We were just saying let's continue playing. So you've walked into the detective agency.
So I'm like introducing myself to everybody.
Oh, hello. Actually, I don't see where my character's at, but I'm here in spirit.
We're in the room with all the files, so we can go to the front area.
This will be the room on the right.
Right here.
Tailspire.
This is the front, right?
Yes, but I do not have a character.
Are you here?
This is you. I just moved.
Standing on the table?
I know this. Yeah, this is me
this
right
is
here.
Edris here.
Okay.
So.
Oh, you're the one with the. So where is Brandoon?
Yeah.
All right, Edris, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, is this the place I read about in the paper with the job offer?
A job? Oh,
Peter, did you put in the paper for a job?
Well, it wasn't me.
Right here, detective agency.
So it looks like this is an old posting from when Gran was still running it.
Oh no! I mean, we're always happy to have people come and help, but we just opened, and we don't really have money.
Well, you do. That's fine, really? You want to come and work here and help the case? I mean, Gran who owned it is gone missing, and so we thought we would... I need to find her. But you could... we have some other cases here that we could also do on the side to make some money. That interests you.
Okay, well, I'd love to help out. A friend of mine said that he knew the person, grandma that used to work here.
Really? What is your friend's name?
Iro.
Hero? That's a funny name. I'm kidding.
Yeah, he is a bit old.
Is that the guy who loves tea?
You guys would know of General Iro, who is.
Yes, I think we're talking.
Yeah.
But
So
we're
you
not.
probably think it's him.
Or just some other guy named Iro.
Yeah.
It's a very popular name now these days in the Fire Nation.
Yeah.
I also just mentioned he was old though, so.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? Should we hire him, Haku?
I mean, I don't mind having I don't mind interns working for us, but we just literally opened the door. Or we just got here, and someone just showed up. Is that not a little suspicious?
Oh.
I just gotta interrogate you. What are your motives? What
What are your motives?
Who is this Iro? Why were awfully convenient? Someone wants to come work for us for free.
Yeah, I do have a question. How does Iro know Gran?
Didn't you travel around in the Republic City for a while?
Does your Gran travel around?
Oh, you know, I'm learning a lot. We're learning a lot just shuffling through her desk right now.
She's
More than I was aware of.
Well, we did come here for a purpose. We are trying to look for what happened to your gran, and if this little whippersnapper wants to help out, sure, come along. But I'm keeping my eye on you, buddy.
Okay, I promise not to burn the place down.
Well, the more the merrier, I say. I think there is an extra spare room upstairs if you wanted to.
Wait, I need to pick my room out first. Oh, hey, Skeeter. This guy comes with the place. Don't mind him.
Oh, him? I thought he was a statue.
Sometimes I just stand around and
Well,
look at things.
he moved. Well, welcome to the place. Please don't burn it down. All right.
All right, you're in. And so then we have, did you say another person walked into the...
Right after them, another one walks.
I'm just going to step right outside and be like, interns, looking for interns. Hey, do you like working for free for experience, thrills, and excitement? Nothing more satisfying than helping this fine establishment out. And then we got another intern.
Yeah, just outside the door, there's a not tall but not short girl with black hair cropped into a mohawk that's just short enough that it stands up on its own.
Nice.
A couple of pieces of silver jewelry. And an emerald tunic with a silver tree embroidered on her chest. And she looks surprised that there's somebody coming out of this building. Hello, yes.
Young lady.
Oh, yeah. Me? Yes. Hello.
You look like you need purpose.
Yes, I'm looking for work. Specifically at this establishment. How nice to see you out and about. It seems you're looking for people to employ. I could definitely make that happen for you.
Great, come on in. We're just inviting potential investigators. So come on in and step into this not creepy old building at all, and meet some of my colleagues here.
Oh, it didn't seem creepy, but and she leans in and like looks around like before stepping in, like with an obvious concern on her face. And she kind of steps in and puts her arms behind her back, feet together, and looks around and looks at Haku, whose name she doesn't know. She says, "Yes, I'm Lee." And
now, is that spelled with 2 I's or an E?
Just one I, L, and then an I, and then that's it, and then nothing else ever. There's never been anything else, and there'll never be anything else. That's my name,
Oh.
Lee.
Wonderful. I'm Haku. I'm Kohaku, but you can call me Haku. Everyone else does. And over here we have Atka.
You're Kohaku. Who's the other Kohaku?
No, that is my name, Kohaku.
Oh my bad. Okay.
But people just call me Haku for short.
Haku. Good to know. Good to know. So you're the only Kohaku. Got it. Okay, this makes sense.
And over here we have Atka. Her grand owns this fine establishment. And then we just met Edris off the street, just like you. So now you're all caught up.
Lovely.
Did you see the ad as well, like Edris did?
I did. Yes. I take my morning stroll, and I see a little wanted poster, and I'm like, hey, that looks like me, man. So sign me the heck up.
You weren't captivated by my calling out into the ether?
I still don't know how I got that old.
Oh, was that you? You're talking about just now. Oh yes, very captivating indeed.
Oh, thank you. I'm here all week.
Yes, lovely. With any luck, I will be too.
Well, this is all mysterious because if Grand's been missing for 6 months, who's paying for
3
that?
months.
Oh, I totally forgot to introduce
We said 3
Skeeter.
months.
Yes.
Skipper, which I call Skeeter.
Skeeter.
I don't know why.
What? Skeeter.
Oh.
isn't it?
Skipper. It's a skipper.
Oh, hi there. I'm Skeeter.
Oh, it is Skeeter.
I fixed the trucks. The truck. If we had more than one, I'd fix them too.
He comes with the place.
So what you're saying is the person who pays the bills is out of sorts. She is not in attendance.
Correct.
That is correct. And that is your first job, yeah. So if you can help us solve this mystery, maybe you'll get paid.
Dun dun dun.
That's the test.
Wow, what a mystery! What a mystery, indeed.
Oh, what we found out is there are 3 unsolved cases on Grand's desk. One is a murder case. One is a missing object, which we think is scrolls. And then I can't remember what the third one is. What was it, Skeeter?
Oh, that one I think was the missing person.
Okay. Not so there's a murder mystery and a missing person.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the missing object. Missing scrolls.
So one case has a murder and a missing person. One we assume is alive. Another one is a missing object or set of objects. And then what's the third one?
Sorry, I guess one is the murder mystery, one is the missing person, and one
Oh, of course.
Is a missing.
That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Okay,
And then,
excellent.
and then, of course, the fourth one would be that my Gran has disappeared. She's been missing.
Oh, she's
for
the
3
bonus mission.
So we're doing missions that were put
Were
on
left
a
on her
missing
table.
woman's desk some time ago.
Mhm.
Maybe
In
she's
hopes to
gone.
find women.
So 3 months ago she went missing.
Oh, that's quite a while. Did she go on vacation to the Fire Nation? I heard the beaches there are incredible.
Oh, you have to go visit Ember Island. Actually, that's where I'm from. But I don't know. Atka, what do you what did she contact you last or do you when was the last time she talked to you?
It was approximately 3 months ago. Yeah, she just she sends a care package where she sends some traditional cooking, baking that she always sends, and a note. And there was nothing mysterious about it at all, except that I didn't hear from her for the last 3 months. And normally she contacts me every couple of weeks.
She was also thinking about retiring, and she had sent you a message to maybe come out and see if you wanted to learn the trade.
Well, can we take a closer look at these 3 cases that are on her desk and see if maybe there's something that might point us in some direction?
Right. Are these recent cases? Are these cases that were put on her desk recently before she disappeared so mysteriously?
Well, I didn't put them out there, so I presume that maybe she was looking into these 3 cases. Question mark.
You guys found them in the files, and they were unsolved cases, and they were the last ones that were dated from 3 months ago.
Fascinating.
And you also found a client list last time, Mr. Browndoon. And it was listening. You looked through it. You didn't see anybody that you knew, as far as you can see.
Okay. And I know famous people.
Yeah. Doesn't look like a lot of famous people are on that list.
Dang. So nothing noteworthy to my character.
Nothing that stands out.
Okay. Does anyone else want to look through this?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I would love to know the details. The devil's always in the details.
I like this one. She's eager.
That feels kind of badass. So I like her too.
Is there any way to find out which one she left off on?
Oh, that's a good question. Skeeter?
Yes, Skeeter.
I think
You came with this place.
She was looking into she went out to investigate the murder mystery one, and that's when she didn't come back.
Oh, sure. Go investigate the murder and don't come back.
Classic Gran.
Who's here? I'm sorry.
Is this a regular for her?
Not really. She was pretty good at her job, so something must have happened.
Hey, Skeeter, did you overhear anything? What were some of the last things you heard her say? Like, just if you have any idea of any leads for us, like where to go or what was going on, it might help us.
You know where she was going the night she disappeared.
Yes, anything you can tell us about this grand person would be excellent.
So she was looking for this I guess he's kind of a gang member that might have been involved in the murder mystery, and I think she thought that he maybe was one of the triads. So that's the last one she went to meet.
Those hooligans, hate the triads.
The triads are involved in this?
Do you know anything about this?
I don't really know what the details are, but I know that's what she said. And
I was talking to our intern.
Oh.
Address, because aren't the triads usually firebenders?
No, they're the fire, earth, and water.
Oh, okay.
But they're notoriously causing ruckus around our city.
Yeah, they're kind of rabble rousers and possibly like more serious gangsters in their leadership.
I've heard they've been stirring up the criminal underworld recently more than usual.
Yeah.
They have. And, yeah, I've heard that too.
Interesting. Huh, but murder? That doesn't really sound like the triads sort of thing. Like, maybe I would understand, like, petty theft or, like, vandalism. But murder?
Murder, you say?
So, Skeeter, what was the name of this gang member?
It should be right there in the file.
Yeah, can we inspect the files and see if like there's any information that just we can see?
Can you just read it to us?
um,
Come on,
so
Peter, what are we
the
paying
gang
for?
member's name was Zohar,
Zoha.
and the person who was murdered was a shop owner in the kind of rundown district, not too far from here actually, and her notes on it say that she suspects that he was being extorted from by the triads and didn't pay or refused to pay up and got into an altercation with this Zohar character, and so she was gonna go find out if it was something to do with him. And it's the family of this shopkeeper that has hired her to do this.
What type of shop was it?
Well, let's go find out. You said it's around the block.
No.
My cabbages!
Cabbages! I won't give you my cabbages!
Not
And
my
Granny
cabbage.
was mixed up with the triad. What was she into? Do you know anything about any illegal activities with your grandmother? I mean, I'm not judging, but anything you know might help.
The thing is I used to be in law enforcement, and so if there were things like that, Gran probably wouldn't tell me, but I don't think that she would be in anything shady. Although we do feel like there are people that get caught up in bad decisions, and sometimes people are there that are still could be good and are good informants. Because I know I have informants in those areas that we could maybe ask some questions. So.
Do you know if the triad is still running their protection racket, or if that's been shut down?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's impossible to shut down. So I mean, I believe it's still definitely active.
Is the shop like dusty or anything, or like what does the shop look like to me?
Like this is the detective agency that you're in right now?
Yes.
So, it is kind
Barely standing.
of... Yeah, it's not in great shape. It's kind of run down a
Peter
little.
has not been taking good care of it.
I used my firebending to
I
put
just
some of
fixed
the
the
top-
truck.
Clear out the dust. Actually, I could do that. No, I just
Your airbending.
show off with my airbending skills because people assume that I'm a firebender because I wear kind of firebender clothing or like at least the color
Fire Nation,
scheme.
yeah.
Yeah, Fire Nation. Sorry, thank you. So then I like pull out my little fan and I just do like a to clear the place of dust.
Okay,
And just so
fan
it's a little more fancy.
the fan goes out and tornado kind of travels through the first floor of the building, gathering up a whole pile of dust, and then comes out the front door and drops it on the street.
There we go.
As that happens, Lee kind of doubles over and she coughs a couple times. She says, "Well, that seems like maybe the first cleaning this place has had in a while. It seems like a place like this. I mean, no offense, but it seems like a place like this would be pretty likely to get overdue on their payments if there's some kind of protection racket in place. So we could start on that lead."
Not my grand. I mean, my grand would have come to me if there was something like that.
I think you might be mixing up. There's the shopkeeper is somewhere
The shopkeeper
else.
is a different. Yeah, it's a different.
Yeah,
location.
it's not at this location. This is the location of the detective agency. They're reading a case file, and the case file says that Gran went out to investigate.
But we should.
We should go to
We
the
should
shop.
definitely. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go on this lead
Let's get him in
and
the
see if
street
I need to
and-
do some more cleaning, some
Okay.
more charity.
All right, so the four of you get into.
Peter has a vehicle for us to get into. Yeah.
Yeah, the four of you can get into the vehicle that's right outside.
Unless Edros wants to ride his dragon. Above
Oh, yeah.
us.
I want to ride the dragon.
I don't like cars. I'm sorry.
We
I'm
all
not
wanna ride the
comfortable
dragon.
flying my dragon.
Okay, I'm like, we're keeping this one because he's got a dragon.
So,
Right?
outside next to the car is a. Do you want to describe your dragon?
A giant, derpy-looking dragon that's chilling in a gutter.
I love a derpy dragon.
When he hears us come out, he turns his head really happily.
Oh, what's his name? I run up. I'm like, you're the cutest.
And do like gobs of drool fly out when he turns his head?
Yup.
Excellent.
And he's got a large, kind of longer saddle, almost like Appa.
Oh, and what color is he? Or what's his? Yeah,
Blue. He's a blue dragon.
blue. Oh, love it. I never trusted that little broken down vehicle, so I'm gonna come join Edris. You guys can ride with Skipper.
Wow, how
I
did
don't-
I not notice a dragon right outside? That seems like a major oversight on my part.
Yeah.
You were just so
Rich,
fascinated
people,
by
and people.
my
Captivated.
yeah, I just really got you into the doors.
Skeeter says, "I don't actually drive it. I just fix it. You guys have fun. Just take it easy on the clutch there."
If I find some spare parts, I'll bring them back to you.
Clutch, yes, the part of the
Yeah.
car called the clutch. Yes, we will be easy on it.
Yes. So who's
I don't-
gonna now the name of the vehicle is Skeeter says, "Just take care of low pay."
Aww.
Well,
And
I mean,
who's gonna drive low pay?
pay, but if it's two of us, Lee and I could then take my motorbike.
Oh yeah, you have a motorbike with a sidecar.
Mm.
One thing that the truck does have, it does actually have some crime investigating equipment in the back.
All right, okay, we'll take low pay then. But I'm gonna put my bike in the back.
Okay, there's room for that.
Ooh, stuff. Let me look at the stuff.
Yeah, what type of crime stuff does it have, Skeeter?
Well, you guys go and look in there, and there is a little workbench table with things to take fingerprints and examine them, and a bunch of vials and stuff for getting samples of things. Looks like possibly a chemistry set in there.
Science.
Some magnifying glasses.
Oh, none of us are the tech branch.
Yeah.
Is it...
Before we head out, I go tell Skeeter, hey, could you please dust off the rest of the shop and get it ready for when we come back so we can actually reopen for business? And if you don't mind cooking some steamed rice for me when I get back, I would really appreciate it.
I don't cook, but I can order something, I guess.
Steamed rice. Okay, yes. If you can order steamed rice, then you can
All right.
stay.
Shrimp would also be excellent. Thank you.
And some dumplings. Some dumplings would be good.
Ooh, dumplings.
Okay.
And some jasmine tea, please.
He looks like he's not going to remember all that.
Just he walked.
Here, I've already gone on a list for you. Here you go.
Oh, that's much better.
Mhm.
All right. Shall we?
We shall.
All right,
Let's
so you get
All right.
up into
He
the.
puts her arms up in the air and says, "Shotgun."
Me and Haku can take the air. You two can take the ground.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
Sounds good.
Me and Haku hop on the dragon.
Haku like gets on. He's super excited. He's like, "Woo!"
Oh, sorry. This was
Yeah.
dragon takes flight.
This was
throws
it's
them
actually
into-
nighttime. You guys want to go into Lowtown in nighttime?
Yeah, let's go nighttime.
Of course.
Okay.
The best time to do detective work is at night.
We've
on.
got a firebender. We've got light.
At this point, Lee inexplicably has a fedora on, and it's a little too big for her, and it's down like real close to her eyes, like right over her eyebrows.
Nice.
I love it, even though I can't see it quite yet. But oh, what? This is so
Detective
cool. Oh,
I'm gonna have to turn up the lights a
The
little bit
bright-
because it is pretty.
what if
hard
it's
to
like
see
happy
anything.
hour or what? Not happy hour. Golden.
Let's see.
You can
I like
hear
that,
the
though,
sounds of
happy hour.
people. Yeah. Oh, this is awesome.
That seems.
Ah, neato.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Where did it put you guys on the map, or do you see your characters anywhere?
Looks like an airport runway.
I do not see my character,
Okay.
but this is a really big map, so
I'm gonna put you by the vehicle there.
the big vehicle in the center. Yeah.
And if you hit tab, you can see your characters a little bit easier. Like that.
So did we take the big truck? Sorry, the big truck or the motorbike?
The motorbike is in the back of the big truck, and you drove the truck. And
Oh,
the
so you have
dragon
what
is
you
there.
can. Oh, sweet.
Oh, you know what? I can find a dragon here. Hang on a sec. That is something they have.
So it's like a mobile bat cave, basically.
I love it. Yeah.
I immediately thought of like one of you driving and then one of you hopping on the bike and like
And then-
from pursuit.
Popping
Oh,
out
yeah.
of it and just like, oh my gosh, we could totally do that. And then the dragon just comes down and it's just like, ah,
And you got to do the Akira slide at that point, coming out the back.
yes, ah, that'd be
Oh, they don't
dope.
have any dragons? No dragon. Oh, there's a green one. That's close.
I love
enough,
the
I guess.
idea of riding a dragon, then it's just like jumping off, and then I can just like kind of soar it down into any situation.
Definitely. It'd be even cooler if I don't know if your character can cloud bend.
Well, I'm hoping like not immediately because like he's still developing his airbending skills, but he wants to be able to fly eventually, and we'll save that for a later time when it's like necessary that he has to use his abilities to escape, and he's like, well, enter the void.
It's gonna be awesome.
And I do have an ability, which I'm gonna save for that at some point, where he can. What is it? It's called Echoes of Legend, and like once per session, you can rely on your skills and training to mirror an act from a legend or a myth, or some kind of story, and just like do it. So I'll be like, "Have you ever heard of Zahir, the guy who can fly?" And I will just take off and fly
Did you guys
away
see
like
that
Mary
dragon
Poppins. Do we see a dragon? I do not see a dragon.
Have you ever heard of the Maze of the Lost?
And just like create a maze.
I think
It's
that's the one
Oh,
in
I
the
can't
spirit
see the
world.
dragon.
With Zhao's-
yeah, that's the one where Zhao's in. The
What's the
What is it?
dragon's name?
Gladius.
Gladius. Okay.
I almost renamed him to Derp Derp.
Derp.
Just
Derp,
because
derp,
he's
yep,
gonna be,
yep.
like drilling on people while playing.
What's his favorite food? I need to know what his favorite food is.
Whole like pineapple melon. Yeah. That's
Pineapple melon. All right.
Nice.
I thought you said pineapple naan at first. I'm like, how many cultures are mixed up in this game?
I
I
just
know,
made that
right?
up. For our
Lot.
pineapple melons.
I
Yeah,
am
see.
quickly gonna refill my drink while Logan is materializing the world. I will be back. BRB.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a good time for me to do the same.
Yeah, take a little break and get a drink if you want.
I got my camera fixed
Yeah,
too,
there we
if you
go.
want to put it in.
Yeah,
There's the
it's not.
dragon.
But Edros, could you turn up your mic a little? I have trouble hearing you. You're very quiet. I know you have a
I'm not
very
sure what's
handsome.
happening.
Yeah, it's just you're a lot softer than the other people.
I'll turn it up here too. I think it might help. Okay, go ahead and talk.
Hello.
That's
But
better.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were just a lot quieter, and so sometimes the other two would vocalize over you. So I need to make sure you're at the same level.
I'm gonna
Sorry,
give you
Logan, what's
each-
happening?
I'm giving you each a torch so you can see a little bit better. Or a flashlight, as case might be in this world.
All right, so are we at the storefront now?
Yeah,
What is the store?
it is a sorry, it's actually not a store. It's a bar.
Ooh, a bar. Okay, well, it's good that we came at night.
And it is called the Roaring Sloth Rabbit.
That's amazing.
Block rabbit.
Is it heavily populated? Or is it like bustling?
It's at night, so yeah, it does have quite a crowd. They seem to be a little bit of the rougher type, so you'll probably find some possibly triad members in there.
Any bouncers out front?
Yeah, there is a bouncer out front. Big burly guy.
Lee, outside the door, as she's surveying the place, Lee looks in, and there's like obvious concern on her face again, and she just kind of absent-mindedly takes a cobblestone, bends a cobblestone out of the street and into her hand, like, you know, a little fist-sized rock, and just kind of palms it and puts her hands behind her back again.
Okay. Preparing for later.
So
Sorry, I'm distracted by the dragon still.
It's okay.
He's so derpy!
Yeah, I actually I said while you were gone, I actually reconsidered and thought I might name him Derp Derp just because.
Derp derp.
all right.
That's my favorite.
I'm picturing the third dragon from the triple dragon head meme, where like
Yeah.
two of them are really scary and one of them is like,
I imagined.
Oh my gosh, I love it. What did I miss? I
Okay.
I saw
We're outside a bar.
Lee doing something with earthbending.
We're outside a bar, and that's actually the business. Is a bar, and it's called the Roaring Sloth Rabbit.
Oh.
Then it's bustling with people, and we're gonna enter it.
Does it have rooftop access?
now, can somebody remind me? I was all off on the wrong track when we were back at the storefront at the detective agency. So why exactly are we here, real quick, above the table?
So this
So-
would be the business
Yeah.
that the family has hired us because the owner was
Was in
murdered.
dispute with the triads. Yeah.
Yeah. The owner of the bar was murdered, and his family was hiring the detective agency to find out what happened to him. And the last
Gotcha,
person
that
that
makes
Gran
sense.
Gran was going to meet was a suspected triad member named Zohar.
And now there's just triads chilling in the bar.
Yeah.
Suspicious.
Do we know who runs the bar after the previous owner's death?
You do not, but you could find out by going in there, or going up and asking the
Right.
bouncer or something.
Well,
We're
that's
picking
why I
window.
asked if there was a bouncer, so we could ask. What was the name of the person who owned the bar?
We don't know yet.
So
Or the other
the
person.
family members contacted our establishment, so
We should know the name. Skeeter.
Yeah, I need to get a name here. Hang on a sec.
Peter's back at the detective agency.
That's cool. I'm talking to him on, the.
Yeah.
Just imagine Skeeter explaining behind us.
So, yeah, the owner's name was Mr. Chan.
Chan. Okay.
So I go up to the bouncer and I ask if any of the
before-
Chan family is available.
Before we do anything, can I assess the situation? Like,
Yeah.
Sure, you can.
Okay.
well, actually, all of us can. Logan, how do we proceed if we're like to take turns? Because there's like
So,
combat exchanges, but
Yeah,
it's
we're
not necessarily combat.
we're not in a combat exchange, so you can just do and assess the situation as a move.
Okay, great. Yeah, I just want to like
And-
see like how many bouncers are there? Is there a big lineup? What's the vibes like before we just kind of storm in there and wreak havoc?
Yeah, so how that works is you basically just hang on, let me get in there. So you everything for this game, you roll 2 6-sided dice and then add your relevant ability, and then at certain target numbers you'll get either a regular success, a failure, or an exceptional success. And for this one, hang on a second. I gotta print it. I just gotta grab.
So, both me and Haku have the ability to see and notice famous people, right?
Maybe. Hold on, do I?
A good next move, I think, would be kind of... I think you mentioned it earlier.
I think that just might be my character's like delusion of like grandeur.
Oh, okay.
You might actually have an
Actually, the actual
ability.
stat, yeah.
So the way it works is you roll with creativity.
I have a move for visiting a new inhabited location you learned about in the past. So I don't have Tails fire up. Can somebody roll plus harmony +1 for me?
Okay, I'll roll for.
It's called Otter Penguins, Unagi, and Hot Springs.
Yeah.
Haku, you should roll because I'm a notoriously bad roller.
I
I'll do
failed
the
my
rolls for
last.
I don't get to roll much as the DM in this game, so I'll
Oh yeah,
roll for the-
yeah.
for
Logan
the
will
other
get
players.
to roll. I got a 6 + 1. 6 + 1.
Okay,
Oh,
so-
thank God! I made it a 7. Ah,
So
I can ask
for
a question.
Lee, it was a 5 with your +1, so that would be a non-success. So you don't get when you get a success, you get to ask a question about the situation. So you just you don't know about this.
Establishment or
about this establishment or anything like that. It's not
Okay.
kind of your area.
Can I do it now? Because I have
Yeah.
the same skill.
Okay, it's a +1.
Yeah. Oh wait. What do you mean?
You have a +1. Is that what you have?
On focus?
Sorry, I had your volume
Sorry, are you
turned down, Logan.
Sorry, what? My
I
volume.
had adjusted the volume wrong. Did I just miss something?
yes, you got a 6, which was not a success. So your lead doesn't recognize this place or doesn't have anything. Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
But Edris has the same abilities, so Edris is now gonna do a roll for the same thing.
Okay. That's a 1 roll for me. I can't roll.
Yeah, 2 and a 2 is a 4, and you have what is your creativity?
+1.
+1, so that would be a 5. So yeah, again, not.
Oh, bad luck.
But I assessed the situation because I got a 7, which is barely a success.
So you can ask one question out of these types. What here can I use to blank? Who or what is the biggest threat? What should I do? Should I be on the lookout
What's my
for?
best way? What's our best way? Because I'm inclusive. What's our best way into the fine establishment?
Okay, so with your success, you figure that the best way in there would be to just
Walk in.
either give this guy some money or just pretend to be just regular patrons.
What is this, Vancouver?
What's that?
I said, what is this, Vancouver? That's what
Yeah,
you do
pretty
here.
Is there a lineup? Because like I'm not gonna stand in line. I'm just gonna walk right through. I'm gonna be
There's
like,
no lineup.
"Stop."
It's not a. It's not
I'm like-
Oh yeah, you are rich.
hip club
All
or
right, no,
anything.
here we go. Here's me acting. I like look to the gang. I'm like, all right, guys, keep tight, follow me, and smile. And then I just go walk up to the bouncer. I'm like, oh hey, like as if we've known each other for such a long time. And I'm like, yeah. And we all just kind of like usher in. I'm like, oh, I just brought the gang. I'm ushering you guys in, and then we make it through. I'm hoping, crossing fingers.
So do you want to use
Well, I was going to ask the bouncer if the Chan family was
Oh, we can ask someone who's inside. Once we get inside, we'll do
available, and then see if he would direct us to them with my badge of authority.
Ooh.
Ooh.
He could be
Ooh.
with Trads though
Okay.
too.
Well, let's see what
Oh.
happens with Brandoon's first, and then if
Yeah.
that doesn't work, you can do that. So, are you're basically trying to? So on the moves, it's more of a. Is this would you say this is a push your luck, or are you trying to like trick your way in there? Sounds like you're kind of tricking.
It's kind of a trick. It's kind of a
He's
trick.
just trying to be, his usual suave self.
I'm just
Oh.
like,
When the rich guy, just walk into wherever you can. Because
Just the status family
Yeah.
symbol.
I'll allow you to use push your luck or trick, whichever one you think is better. Trick is creativity, and push your luck is passion.
I think it's trick. I think it's just a trick or treat.
Okay,
So I'm gonna roll.
roll on that and add your creativity.
Yeah. What did we get? 5 + 1 is 6. Ah.
Bad rolls all around.
Okay,
That's usually me. I'm the worst roller ever. So you can ask Logan. It's like I'll switch to 5 different sets of dice and I'll roll bad on all of them.
yes.
I just realized I forgot to add +1 to one of my stats.
Yeah,
Oops.
everyone, you
Yeah.
can add 1 to your base stats.
Yeah.
Yeah, whichever one you think is more your character.
I did focus because of bending.
Yeah,
That's what I
it's a
did
good
too.
one. Okay, so Brandoon tries Haku just tries to just walk up and pretend he's his friend. The
I'm
guy
like
holds out
ushering
his
people
hand.
in. The guy.
The guy holds out his hand and goes, "I don't know you. What are you doing here?"
Lee chimes in and she like tips her fedora and she's like, "Hey there, mister, just going in for a regular beer drink." Yeah.
So first, before you act, I think the Atka was gonna go do something. You were gonna use your badge of authority.
I was waiting to see if they could get in first, because badge of authority might be good if there's
Okay, so
triumvirate.
you're holding
The
off.
final, that's
Okay,
like the
so-
final push through the door.
But I was gonna just
So-
ask the bouncer without using the badge of authority, just if the Chan family ran the place and just appeal to the bouncer to see if just say, we're from the detective agency, which we have to think of a name for.
I
And
don't think these people like cops much.
and is the Chan family available to go and ask some questions at this moment?
Okay, so I'm gonna say you're relying on your skills and training as a former
As detective, yeah.
cop or detective.
Yeah.
So you
And
can
also
roll.
that we actually have a case with the Chan family. So
This is
Yeah.
true. This is true. Yeah,
so
it's
they would
official.
roll-
think that if they're now in the hands of them, they
Of the
would
triad?
want to talk to
Yeah.
us. But who knows who is running the club?
Okay,
Yeah.
So roll 2 dice and add your focus.
All I can think of is the dragon.
The dragon walks up.
From the roof, and I'm like having to walk away.
Oh.
How do I roll the dice again?
So you right click on the 6-sided die. Hit the space bar to get the dice. I think it's
Oh, you
spacebar.
just
There we go.
left click it twice, and then you click on
Oh, yeah, left
the
click and then
die with the
left drag.
2, and and throw it like it's hot.
So it should say 2, and then you should be able to drag those 2 dice and onto the
Yeah.
board.
Oh my gosh, overwhelming.
11
And what's your bonus? What's your
Your
no? Do you have
focus?
bonus?
Focus.
is 2, right?
So that's like
So it's like
13.
13.
Damn.
Wow.
Here she
that's
comes in
nice.
being like, I'm the worst roller ever.
I am.
She whips out that badge of authority. Like, no, she doesn't even whip out the badge of authority. She just tells it how it is.
All
He's
right.
just like, what does that say?
Okay, so he says, sorry, how did you approach him?
Oh, I just walk up to him and say, "Hi, we're here from the detective agency, and I wanted to talk to a member of the Chan family, ask some questions about their case."
He says to you, "There's no Chan family around here." And you can tell with your detective senses that he is not telling you the truth. With that
Not
roll.
telling the truth.
Yeah, he is lying to you right to your face.
Okay, why would he lie though if they hired us?
Ooh, I think Lee had something up her sleeve.
Yeah, what did you want to do, Lee?
Sorry, what was the lie? I was trying to see who was viewing. My bad.
Well, he does still have a rock.
The guy is
do have-
lying about the Chan family being involved in this place. He says there's no Chan family here.
And we can sense that that's not the truth.
Yeah,
Or at least Atka can, but I think we're
you guys
all
are
detective-y enough.
Lee pushes her fedora up with one finger and sticks her chin out, and she says, "Well then, mister, who's in charge here?"
And for that one, you can use a. Do you feel like
That's
you're
like
trying?
intimidation, right? That's an intimidation.
Are you trying to intimidate or trick? Intimidate is passive.
So help me out here.
Trick
It's
is
I'm
creativity.
trying to call him out because I know that's not true because they hired us to fix this problem that they have, right? So either somebody took over and he's telling the truth, but we can tell he's lying. So I'm just trying to make him lie more. You know, I'm trying to catch him in his lie. So I guess trick.
It could be trick, it could be intimidate, it could be push your luck, or rely on your skills and training. Because like it could just be like you're naturally gifted. So whatever kind of gives you a bonus.
Yeah, I think the calling someone out
personally
would only work if you know what their principles are, and you don't really know this guy, so you can't really call them out to follow their principles. His principles might involve being a liar, so he might already be doing that.
I have a suspicious mind. I mean, I rolled a 13, and all I got was a lie to a question.
You can ask further things of him.
Oh yeah, you do have that extra ability.
Yeah, you've already got a success, so I'm gonna say you can get what you want. You can get like a couple of things out of him.
Because it says you can watch a person carefully to figure them out, so we know that he's lying.
Yep, you definitely know that.
So,
you can also tell that he shifted from foot to foot on that, so he's a little bit nervous about you asking about that.
Okay, well, can we? The next question would be, well, why don't you just let us in so we can have a look around?
He goes, "Are you a cop?"
No, you'd have to tell me if you're a cop, right?
Well, I told you I'm not a cop. I'm from a detective agency.
All right, he is gonna.
Private detective agency.
They said.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll something for him.
And we all just want to go in and have some cactus juice.
Yes. I'm parched.
Oops.
Just
okay, so
like River Star.
I go back to Derp and I start be like, who's the cutest little dragon? I just and I'm collecting his saliva in a jar.
I was going to say, I'm glad that Derp slobbers because I can find that very useful.
I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna sell it. How else are we gonna fund this? Our
The guard looks nervously over at the dragon and your antics, and also looks at you and goes. He says, "Look, the new owner of this place doesn't want any trouble with you, but we don't want you poking around. This is our place."
New
now.
owner.
Yeah, the previous owner is no longer with us.
Oh, well, actually, we want to know more about the previous owner. I don't care about this new owner.
Actually, I want to know who the new owner is.
Oh. We want to know both things.
Yes.
So what do we want to do first?
Yeah, spill your guts, nerd.
Okay.
I love her.
Make an intimidate. That's definitely an intimidation check. Go for it.
Yes. Do it.
So I'll roll for you. What's your passion skill?
Ooh, that's -1.
Yes, I love her even more.
It's still a success.
Oh wow!
Nice. What I get?
So
79.
You can choose one of the following. They get to choose one of these. They either run to escape or get back up. They back down but keep watch. They give in with a few stipulations. They attack you but off balance. All right. He says, "All right, you guys can go in and talk to the boss, but that's it. Then you have to leave."
But the dragon stays outside.
And the dragon stays outside. There you go.
Okay, great. Lead the way.
Okay, he brings you in.
I'm jingling my bottles of drool at the guard. I'm like,
As we
he
walk
looks at you
in,
with disgust. All right, he takes you back to a so through the bar. The bar is basically not the greatest condition, but there's lots of people having fun drinking, and there's people like arm wrestling. They're doing lots of, it's a kind of a rowdy bar, and they're just loud and raucous, and you walk through that area all the way to the back and into a back room, and up some stairs into an office. And
We're gonna skip the drinks.
There's a lot of fuel in here.
you guys can stop and grab a drink if you want, but he just said he's gonna
To
take
go
you
straight, yeah,
see the
yeah,
boss,
yeah.
so.
We could order drinks from the office, or one of you, or if Haku, you could go grab drinks at the bar. And maybe
I'm
that
gonna
would
go
be
get the
good,
drinks. I
because
feel that's my
maybe
destiny. My
you can learn
destiny.
some stuff.
Yeah, that is my destiny. I'm just like, you guys, I feel that like you guys are doing the right thing. I'm gonna go.
I'll take
Try
a
to-
double.
Do you want
I'll-
to?
So
Do you
I'll
want
have
to
my
be?
side. I'll have my side thing after you guys go upstairs and like figure it out.
Do you want to be sneaky about it, or are you doing it quite obviously?
Who? Me?
You, yeah.
Yeah. Are you
Oh,
sneaky
I'm quite
or you just-
blatantly, obviously. Like, I'm gonna try to
Okay.
sell my bottle of derp juice as some kind of like miracle age-defying serum, so that we can make some money.
So make a push your luck. Make a push your luck roll.
Push your luck, which is
That's
passion.
passion, yeah.
What is my passion?
You keep forgetting you're the money.
No, I know I'm near the money. I'm trying to make money at every point. I got a 7.
7. Okay, so you just barely succeed. So it says you do it, but it costs you something to scrape by. So basically,
I'll get drunk. I'll get
Okay.
drunk for it.
So here's what happens. You go and get a bunch of drinks, and the bouncer sees you doing that. He runs over and grabs you by the scruff of the neck. Do you want to resist?
No, I'm like,
Okay.
I'm like, hi there.
He gives you a shake, and he goes, "I said right to the back," and he drags you with him, kind of roughly.
Oh,
But you do
but I
get the
still have the
drinks.
drinks.
You do
Bring
get
the
the
drinks.
drinks.
Yeah, that's
he's
all
carrying
right.
a tray of drinks,
Love
trying
it.
to balance them
Love
from.
it. Love
being
it.
I'm just,
spilled.
whoa. Well, I'll use kind of my airbending to like, dude. I'm like,
Yeah, you airbend, lift them up
yeah.
from falling.
As we
Okay,
go
I got
through
it. I got
through
it.
the door to the back, I'm gonna look around and see if there's anybody there that I know.
Do you have any
My
background in
third-
kind of shady areas?
Huh?
Do you have any background in like shady area, kind of, or?
I do.
possibly-
I have the outlaw background.
Okay.
So I know specifically people that don't care about the law. I don't really. My character doesn't really mess with the triad that much, but sometimes she has somebody she knows join the triad. So it's there's an off chance that somebody she knows would be in a triad bar.
Okay, I'll make you make an assess the situation one to see if you can see somebody. And that'll be a
Is that
creativity.
how many?
That's a
Creativity. Okay, that's a +1.
Let's see if we can grab some of these dice. There we go. Oh, a 12. So that was a minus
Nice.
one? Was that a minus or a
Oh
plus?
no, that's a plus one.
Okay, great. So you definitely see someone that you know. There is another earthbender in there from your the contacts that is definitely integrating or investigating the triads. So they see
Okay.
you when you're assessing the situation, and they pretend not to see you.
Okay. And Lee very obviously like makes eye contact and then like raises her eyebrows and looks away and then like goes in the door.
Okay.
And I come in and I start serving drinks. I'm like, here,
Okay.
take this.
So
Look,
you guys
I'm gonna just-
get to the up the stairs. Haku comes up with a tray of drinks, and with the bouncer.
I also Wanted
grabbing
to
him by
ask
the
if
neck.
there was anyone that I knew because of.
Okay, make an assess the
Same.
situation as well. Add your creativity.
I'm not gonna bother because who would I know in this kind of establishment?
Wow.
A 6
The
is
shade.
The pretension.
Shade. I have the 6 minus 1, so it'd be a 5.
Would
I don't
your
associate with these people.
Yeah. These
would any of
people
your
are below
abilities
me.
would any of your abilities apply to that? Your
Well, there's
what does it say under your suspicious mind?
that's when you watch a person carefully and can roll a focus, and you can, be observant, and they have to answer: are you telling me the truth? What are you truly feeling? What do you really want right now? What are you worried
Okay,
about?
so
What are
that's
you
more
about
when
to
you're
do?
actually talking to someone. Okay, yeah, you don't see
The
anybody you
badge
know in here.
The badge of authority is where, like, I have authority from the background and make you listen to, and I also have like contacts from my past and stuff like that.
Okay.
Connections. I have connections.
In the current location, you don't see anybody you know.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys
Yeah.
get up to the back door and or the back room office.
Edris,
And
did you have anything? Edris has
Yeah.
the.
I have the same ability. Well, the one I tried to use earlier, I don't know if I can use it again.
oh, what did you want to do?
The Otter Penguin Tsunagi, where I see if I can find anybody that's like famous from the triads or something in the building.
Okay. And what skill is that one with?
Just Otter, Penguin, Tsunagi, and Hot Springs.
Does it say what skill
Like,
to roll with?
Passion or.
Oh, Harmony, yeah.
Harmony. Okay, so
I have one Harmony.
let's grab some of these dice. Oh, there we go. So
And I don't have an outlaw background, but I have an urban background, so I kind of know the city.
Okay, good. So yeah, you got a 9 plus 1 is 10. So you get a extra success, and we're doing assess situation. So you can take a plus 1 on the next action when you relate to one of these questions. Oh, you can get 2 of these questions answered too. So what here can I use to blank? Who or what is the biggest threat? What should I be on the lookout for? What's my best way in, out, or through? And who or what is the greatest danger? So you can ask me 2 of those questions, and I can, and then when if it's relevant to the situation, you can get a plus 1 on another roll.
Okay, first, who or what is the most dangerous person?
From your assessment, it's going to be the guy in the office that you haven't quite met yet. He seems to be possibly a dangerous person. And then the other one.
Sorry, what were the rest of the questions?
What here can I use to blank? Who or what has got the biggest threat? What should I be on the lookout for? What's my best way in or through? Who or what is the greatest danger? Is in the greatest danger.
Where is the best quick escape route?
Okay, so as you are walking up the stairwell to get to the office, you notice that there is a door that looks like it leads out to the alleyway along that hallway that you go before you go up the stairs. From your assessment, you think it goes out to the alleyway. Okay.
What's
so
the building? Yeah. Is it wood? Is it stone?
Wood building.
Okay.
Lots of alcohol and wood.
All right, so you guys go up the stairs to the office, and in there is first of all the bouncer knocks on the door and he says, "Hey boss, we got some people here that are asking about you know who." And he goes, "What?" and he comes to the door, and it is a guy with a long kind of pointy beard, and he has kind of bushy eyebrows, bald head, and he's got tattoos on top of his head.
Ensign?
No, not that kind of tattoo. More like kind of skulls and stuff like that. So he looks pretty intimidating. He's very tall, he's thin but like wiry, muscular. And he comes to the door and he says, "What's going on? What is this?" And then the guy goes,
Lee spits out the drink that Haku handed her, and she's like, "We brought you a drink."
He goes, "Who the hell are you?"
I brought you a drink, but okay. I don't say that. I like under hush breath.
He's a little hurt.
We're nobody really. We're looking at investing in the area, and we'd like to get to know the owner of such a fine establishment. What brought you to the area, sir?
Okay, and then the bouncer goes up to the boss guy and whispers in his ear. And he goes, "Oh, get in here." And so you guys, if you all enter the room, does anyone
Definitely
not enter? Okay, so you enter the room. The bouncer leaves and closes the door.
Wait. Can I make it to where I kind of go by the door and make sure the dragon's there?
Your dragon's still outside on the street.
I mean, in the alley. Like, get the dragon to move to the alley.
You wouldn't really have any way to communicate with him unless is there some kind of...
I'm holding a bottle, a little jug of derp juice.
Does he take the drink, or do you have the drink?
Yeah, I don't think there's really any way you can communicate with the dragon
okay,
from
that's
the inside here. All right, so you guys go into the room. The guy goes around back behind his desk, and he says, "All right, you're asking about the Chans. You know, it was a tragic thing, that guy. You know, he wouldn't, you know, everyone else in this area kind of knows their position in this community. And when that doesn't happen, you know, bad things can happen to someone. And when people go around asking about those kind of things, even more bad things can happen. So
what happened?
I think you guys need to reconsider your options about asking about this.
Are you related to the Chan family? Like, how do you become the owner of the club?
He's a triad.
He goes, I don't think you want to know the answer to that question.
Well, if you can just answer some of our questions, then we can. Then we'll leave you alone. We're just trying to solve a case. This is where I can use my suspicious mind.
Okay. Yeah. Make your. What is the roll for that again?
It says roll with focus on a 7-9, hold 1 on a 10 plus, hold 2. Spend your hold 2 -4 -1 to ask the player questions while you observe or interact with them. They must answer honestly.
Okay. So yeah, make that roll. And one thing before you roll, Edris made a success on who or what is the biggest threat, and can take a +1 ongoing when acting on that answer. If you want to give that +1 to her, you can do that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Why not?
So you can add another +1 on top of your focus. The maximum it can be, though, is 3. So.
So
Okay, so that's an 8 + 3, so that's 11. So that's a better success. So you should be able to. What does it say you get to do on a 10 plus?
Ask the player questions while you observe or interact with them. They must answer honestly.
Okay, so he says those things, but you get from him what he's not saying, which is basically you think that from the way he's answering, he didn't basically you think that he's the one who's basically off that guy or one of his contacts. So he seems like he's pretty likely to be the one who he's a big threat, and
The killer, possibly.
yeah, he could be the killer.
Okay, well, it says you must answer honestly, so can I just ask
The
outright
answer
if you know if
honestly-
you killed Mr. Chan?
So when it says he must answer honestly, that's like me telling you the answer, even though the character wouldn't do that. So
Yeah.
you get the information without him knowing.
I quickly like glance a look and be like, your Mima, your grand, like
Did he kill
I'm like trying to lead on, be like, what does she know about grand, but like through eyes. Or actually, can I use my airbending to like whisper just directly into her ear from afar? Be like, ask about your grand.
Yeah, I think she was. Were you already gonna do that, or?
Yes, I mean,
Yes.
like when
Okay.
yes.
Yeah. So he definitely knows something about that, but you're not sure if he's directly involved in her disappearance. Actually, you suspect he's involved in the disappearance. You don't know what has happened to her.
We should press further.
Let's press further then.
Okay. So he's starting to get agitated by this questioning. So he's basically gonna take he stands up and he says, "Look, I'm not gonna answer any more of your questions unless you're the cops. So you're gonna need to leave, and I don't want you to come back here anymore."
Wait, you would answer our questions if we were the cops?
Do you pull out a cop hat?
I've got badge of authority then. Then I
It
need badge
just
of authority.
happens.
Haku blows wind. That sounds so wrong. Shuts the door closed with airbending.
The door's already closed. He already.
They're already
the door.
closed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. No, I retreat. I redact that statement.
Okay.
I'll save my airbending for the next move.
So we can do like an intimidation, right?
Yeah. Do you want to lead an intimidation then?
Yes. So I want to do a jump, downward kick, and break the desk in half, and then hit him against the wall.
Yes.
And at the time he does this, I'm gonna do a move I've done a million times on our little raids, and try to knock out the bouncer, just cold cock him with the rock.
Okay. He stayed on the other side out of the room, so he's not in the room.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's not in the room. Okay.
Yeah. So
well,
it's
then
just
I don't
you
do
guys
that.
and this guy.
Cool.
Somebody should keep the door locked.
Someone wants to hold the door shut.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll stand in front of the door and brace up
Okay. So
against it.
you're going to.
Basically, hold him against the wall and question him.
Okay,
With
so
a,
you're gonna use. You're just
fire-
gonna kick the desk.
Yeah, break
So
it.
we're gonna go into a combat exchange now. How much time we got? We got half an hour. So each of you needs to choose an approach, either defend and maneuver, advance and attack, or evade and observe. So defend and maneuver means you're blocking from what's going on. You'll have a couple other options for that once it resolves, and then advance and attack is the aggressive attack. Evade and observe is sort of dodging out of the way and then seeing what happens and trying to gain an advantage.
I will evade and observe.
Okay, who said that?
Lee.
Okay, Lee is going to evade and observe. I'm going to say that Edris is in the advance and attack position.
Yeah.
And what do you want to do, Atka?
Well, I've been keeping my drink so that I could then waterbend with it and splash it in the eyes, the alcohol in the eyes.
Okay,
Love
so
it.
that's an advance and attack, I think.
I'm
What's in
gonna
the drink?
do evade and observe, I think.
Okay, so evade and observes, and
Actually-
two evade and observes and 2 advance and attack. Okay, he is going to do that. So
Actually, no, sorry. I'm gonna defend and maneuver. I'll defend and maneuver.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so he is also defending and maneuvering. So he's going to. Okay, so he's going to try and seize a position. And what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to seize a position as well.
Okay. So, engage and distance. So then we go to techniques.
At temporarily forgot he was the most dangerous person in the building.
Yeah. So you decided to just attack him right out.
It's fine. What's he gonna do? There's all benders are around him.
There's 4 of us and this bottle of derpy dragon drool. I think we're gonna win. I think we've got
And a
this.
lot of alcohol.
And a lot of alcohol.
Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna look up the book.
I'm gonna take
I'm
this
sure he's
moment to
afraid of
talk
alcohol
about
burns.
my character's past history. So,
Actually, yeah,
Haku.
you can. Sorry, you can actually right now do your legendary thing.
Yes,
Remember you have that. So tell a story. Tell a little story.
Haku like unsheaths this golden fan and like whips it out, and I don't know. Does he just like talk to the room as if like nothing's going? Like just like listen to like let me tell you a story.
It's more of a you remember this story in your head, and then
I'd be like,
that
oh yeah,
enhances your memory.
my grandmother, my gran is Ty Lee, and Ty Lee, as we all know, joined the Kyoshi Warriors and joined them for a long period of time, and actually like came back to the Fire Nation and started up a school of to teach everyone to teach whoever is willing to learn chi blocking, and as well as some of the stuff that the Kyoshi Warriors valued, because she was very proud, and she really had a good time with those gals. Anyway, I got this fan from her. But don't tell my cousin, who's my arch nemesis. We'll learn about that later. He thinks that the fan should have gone to him, but I knew it was part of my destiny, so I kind of just took it from as a family heirloom, and now I wield it because it makes most sense because I'm an airbender. That Gran would have wanted to give it to me. Anyway, this is the story of how I acquired this golden fan, and yes,
And so that gives you an advantage. What was the thing that read out what it says for what that gives you?
Yeah. Oh, which one? Just
So
having it?
That's the thing you get once per session, right?
Oh, I just get
It gives you something for the combat.
Is
it
that your
gives me
like
a plus
move? The
a 10
footing
plus.
thing?
Like so no matter what the result, I have to like yeah. So whatever I do with this fan will happen. So I can like
it just works.
I just kind of like whipped it out. I've told my story. If I need to, I will do one swiping motion, which will just cause like a direct air current that will like devastate this poor man who thinks he's like the boss. And yeah, it'll pin him up against the wall so that my comrades can have their way at them. Does that work?
Sure. Okay, so he tries to. His move is to try to go through a back door to go out of the room, and you throw your fan and pin the door shut so he can't get out. Okay. Automatically works.
Love it.
Nice.
Okay, and then the rest of you.
I'm not done my story.
We're gonna finish
sorry,
this combat, or else we won't have time.
You continue. That was just his. No, you
Okay.
listen to me. That was when he threw it.
And this next stage is advance and attack. So anybody who picked that can now pick basic techniques are. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're supposed to roll. You didn't have to roll because you're doing a special thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you roll with passion for this, and then what you get tells you how many things you get to do. Okay, so and I'll roll
I got
for
a 10.
I'll roll for Edris.
Okay, and I got a 10.
A 10? Okay, so you get you can choose from one of this list instead. You can mark one fatigue to use a learned technique, or you can use one practice technique or two different basic or mastered techniques. So among the list of basic techniques are strike. So you strike the foe and then they have to mark 2 fatigue, a condition, or shift their balance. Or you can do pressure, impress or intimidate a foe, and then your foe cannot use that approach in the next challenge. So you basically say he isn't allowed to defend and maneuver next turn if you take the pressure one. Smash, you can destroy or destabilize something in the environment, and possibly inflicting or overcoming a fictionally appropriate positive or negative status. So if you're... That isn't really relevant here. So you can do a strike and a pressure, or on your sheet you have one technique that you have mastered on the back of on the second page of your sheet.
I don't see it.
At the top of your techniques.
Oh, fighting techniques?
Yeah, it should be... Let me just pull it up for this.
So we can have one skill practiced, one skill learned, and one skill mastered.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, what is it? What does it say?
You have
What's it
one that
called?
you have that's like to your character
It
that
just
you
says
start off with.
It says defend and maneuver. Tag
Oh,
team.
so it doesn't
No,
do
no.
that.
Oh no, fighting techniques, not
Yeah,
basic.
that's what I'm reading under.
The
Hers,
fighting?
I guess.
Oh.
Hers is a defend and maneuver one.
Mine
Oh,
says
okay.
tag team, defend and maneuver.
Okay, so you can do a strike and a pressure then if you want.
Okay.
So strike a foe, forcing them to mark 2 fatigue or mark a condition. or
What
shift
happened to
their
my
balance.
grand?
Huh?
I said, "What happened to my grand?" And then I strike.
Okay, and so what did you do with my grand? And then you can describe how your strike works. You can do like a water bending thing or a.
Yeah, I'm gonna water bend the alcohol into the eyes so that it immobilizes them.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'm actually gonna say he takes the condition of where are the conditions? Oh, here we go. He is actually, I'm gonna give him a status for that.
You just made me think of a really messed up firebending move.
So he's gonna be impaired from that. He's kind of blinded there, so he'll be off balance.
Right. Well, don't even get me into water torture, right?
And then
drip. Get those answers. Yes.
and then now you can also choose an approach that he's not allowed to use next turn. So probably defend and maneuver.
Yeah, they got bloodbending in here. I don't know why it would be out of the question.
You'd have to learn that.
The whole reason why I wanted to be a waterbender was because of blood bending, but I wasn't sure if we were allowed to use it.
Well, it's not
It's
legal.
super powerful.
It's not legal, and you'd have to find a trainer.
It's not legal, you say?
Yeah.
Why does that ever stop me?
But she'll whip out her badge and be like, "I am the authority."
Respect my authority.
I mean,
All
I'm
right,
willing
so-
to like suck the air out of somebody if I have to.
Mm.
We are
Actually,
that type of.
if you wanted to, you could force him not to be able to advance an attack. Then he can't fight back.
I guess that would be a good one.
Okay, so advance an attack he can't do next turn. And then Edris, what do you want to do to him? Oh, first make your roll for with passion. Oh, I'll make that for you. Okay, grab some of these.
Can't they use regular dice if they don't have the tail spire?
Yeah, I have some 3d6s.
It's easier if I roll them in here because then
it shows.
It's more fun when you actually get to roll yourself. Just saying.
Do you guys have dice you can roll? Or do you
I
want to
do.
do that?
I would love to roll my beautiful
there you go.
couple of lone dice.
Yeah, because
2 6Ds, please.
Okay. Edris, do you want to use yours or mine?
Yes.
Okay.
My wait, do I do an advance and attack?
Yeah, so you roll with passion to see what you're going to be able to do. So
Alright.
roll 2d6 and add with passion. Add your passion value.
Oh, negative passion. -1.
Oh.
The one who jumps to action is the one who has the minus. All right,
I was more betting on my focus because of the firebending a little bit, but
yeah. Yeah, it's each one of these things. Focus is the defend and maneuver one, actually. But if you want me to roll, do you want me to roll for you for this one then?
yes, sure.
I can't grab these things. Oh, there we go. 11.
I've caught a couple different threats
you
in there.
You actually got a 10 anyway, because even with your -1. So,
Oh, cool.
You can choose from this list. So you can use a learn technique, or you can use one practice technique, or you can use 2 different basic or mastered techniques.
So, are they all going to be successful?
Yeah.
It sounds like that's how it works. You roll the thing and then it just works.
Oh, okay.
And whatever
So, I'm gonna siphon almost all the heat from his body.
Okay, so I will take that as a do you consider that a strike or a pressure?
A pressure.
Okay, so you can choose one thing that he can't do next turn. So he's already can't advance or attack. I can see the problem with this in multiple people using it on one enemy.
I'm thinking him being afraid.
I think he has to be able to do at least one. Or maybe you can't.
So
take
we'll
that against
let
a
him
human.
defend and maneuver.
Okay, so you can block him from evade and observe. And then strike as well with that attack. So he will mark 1 fatigue to him. Oh, you
I'm just
can
going to
mark...
use the washroom real quick. BRB, sorry.
Okay. You can mark 1 fatigue on yourself if you want to choose to hammer them with your blows, forcing them to mark 2 fatigue instead of them getting to pick. So that's like striking where they're weak. And or you could inflict a condition. So yeah, okay, I'll say, do you want to do that? It costs you 1 fatigue.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so then do you want to force him to take 2 fatigue or inflict a condition?
Inflict a condition.
Okay, and conditions are like afraid, angry, guilty, insecure, or troubled.
Is this on the guy we're attacking?
Yeah.
Afraid.
Okay, making him afraid.
Alright.
Okay, and because he's afraid, he's gonna have a minus on his moves.
I'd be afraid too if it felt like I was freezing to death all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Probably be looking at the waterbender too. Isn't there one? I forget. Oh yeah, it's waterbender, right? I'm sorry.
Okay, so he takes that condition, and he's also got the status of impaired, so he's going to be blinded by the water in the face, or the alcohol in the face. And then next...
I just imagine him looking at her and being like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. Okay, and then someone was doing evade and observe. I think that's Lee.
Yeah, that's Lee and Haku.
And so you can roll. You can clear 1 fatigue, which you don't have any, and roll with creativity or harmony.
Okay, well they're both a +1, so I guess I'll roll with harmony for the flavor. And it's a 10 + 1.
Okay.
Nice.
So
is that 2 actions from the evade and observe?
Yeah, you can use 2 from there.
Okay, and you were reading different options than I see on my PDF here for advance and attack. So would you tell me what is available for evade and observe?
The first one is test balance.
Okay.
You can mark 1 fatigue to challenge and engage foes' balance. Ask what their principle is, and they must answer honestly. And if you already know their
That's
principle,
definitely going to be the first one.
That's going to be the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you mark 1 fatigue, and then you get to challenge their balance. Ask what their principle is, and they must answer honestly.
What is your principles?
So, principle... I guess, do you get both sides of the balance thing? What their principle is.
I think ask what their principle is seems like which one they're shifted toward right now. I don't know. You're the GM.
Yeah,
but...
I don't really know quite everything about this yet. So...
Well, he's like hiding information from us, and he's like part of the triads, clearly.
Oh, they only... Okay, and NPCs only have 1 principle. Okay, I get it.
My character has no triad background.
What I say is it about money or power for you, you miserable lech?
So it is... it is power.
Power.
Okay.
Okay.
And so you know that now.
Not much of that right now.
And then...
and then for a 10+, I get 2 things, right?
Yeah, so you can bolster or hinder aid or impede a nearby character, inflicting an appropriate status, or recenter yourself amidst the fray, shift your balance towards one of your principles. Next time you live up to that principle, do not mark fatigue.
Ooh.
That's commit.
Can earthbenders metal bend? Well, like
Can Lee metal bend?
yeah, exactly.
They can learn it as an ability later.
I don't know.
Okay.
She has the tunic and the design on her dress. I pegged her
I
as
think
a
she's pretty
metal
metal.
bender.
Yeah,
got
all
the
those
most-
things,
I
all
think
those
she does-
specialties can be learned as abilities, but it takes a while, and you have to find a trainer.
Ooh.
Or if she was grown, if she grew up with it. What if she grew up in that town that's or that city of all metal?
You guys are all starting characters,
Zafu.
so nobody gets any of the special stuff until you earn it.
Ooh.
Okay. Ooh.
This is still an RPG at heart.
At least Halloween has alcohol, but
Okay, so where is it?
Okay.
Bolster or hinder?
Is show off not an option anymore?
Where are you looking? Because I only have this stuff on this sheet, but maybe there's something. Oh, and you can also use the one that's on your sheet on the second page.
Right. That's not really. I mean, it's wall of perfection. Create a perfect wall of defense around yourself and any allies directly next to you. Blah blah blah. And I was thinking I'd do that with earthbending, and
Okay.
this building is made of wood, so it doesn't really work here.
Do you have any earth, like maybe a bracelet of earth?
property damage.
Didn't somebody pull a
Just
tile
pull
out of
it
the street?
straight from yeah.
Didn't one of
True
you
story.
pull a tile out of the street?
I don't want to do that anyway. Like that's
Yeah.
not really that useful right now.
Okay.
But let's so what I'm looking at, I just downloaded like Avatar Legends the RPG quick start guide, and it has show off and watch a foe. And show off is mark fatigue. It also has test balance. Show off is mark fatigue to impress or intimidate a foe. They must either allow you to shift their balance, or they may only use a single technique in the next exchange. That's what I was wanting to do.
Yeah, I think they've changed them to be because that was in the quick play, which was before they finished these rules. So this is the
Gotcha.
actual released rules now. So I think they probably found that some of the things weren't really very balanced. So
What
You
are
should
the
definitely need
options?
that PDF at some point in the future.
yeah, I'll
But
give you this.
it sounds like hinder is what I want to do.
Okay, so hinder will mean he gets an appropriate status. So he's already impaired.
This poor guy.
I know, right?
Yeah. There must be like objects within the room that have like clay or whatever that you can earthbend. Like
I have
yeah,
it in my hand. Like I got some.
you got some rocks. You did come like before you entered. You had a
Oh, yeah,
you were
yeah.
hiding something. So
Yeah, you can
Please
just
I didn't want to use that right now.
threaten
you can
him.
just you can just airbend a rock and you can stun him with it.
Airbend.
Or sorry, earthbend a rock. And...
Just break it
I
apart.
think it's so
and-
funny that airbenders can also throw rocks. Like it's
Yeah.
you know.
Look
like
at me.
earthbending doesn't
I'm
get as much. Yeah, you can earthbend the rock into him, and then he is caught off guard and can't act or respond for a few seconds until they steady themselves. So now he's
Yeah, I think-
impaired and stunned.
I think I'm gonna earthbend the rock into his chin, and it's gonna look about like tossing a baseball, but I'm gonna earthbend and make sure it hits its target. Or no, his knee. I'm gonna hit him in the knee.
Oh, nice.
So he's a little hobbled right now.
Super
Alright,
adventure like you.
So what's gonna happen next? We're gonna leave
Yes.
the because it's midnight now, so we're gonna leave the story here. But we will. So the next thing that's happening is the door where the guard was, or the bouncer was, is going to open, and a bunch of guys are going to come in. But we're going to stop it there on the cliffhanger, and start up again next game.
Really? Because we started late.
Yeah.
You're the one who's saying we should stay up past
Encore.
midnight?
The orphanage hasn't.
Encore. The orphanage hasn't opened yet.
So
It's a cell phone call.
Let's finish off this guy.
All right. Well, it is the next exchange, and now there's a bunch more people in the room.
Oh,
Murder!
I thought
Yes.
you were opening the door.
Ah,
Everyone acted against the
Yeah,
guy.
with his
No one
eyes
was
out,
locking the
expect.
door.
Hmm.
Okay, so the other guys.
wait, did
come
we
in.
finish all of our? It's the next turn already.
Yeah, I think we did everybody.
Okay,
right?
great.
Yeah.
Great.
So next exchange, and so now you decide what you're going to do for this one. Defend and maneuver, advance and attack, or evade and observe.
I think mine's defend and maneuver again.
are there moves to knock like multiple people like backwards?
That's what I think. That's what I'm going to try to do. Is I'm going to use my airbending to pull the fan back into my hand, and then use like a sweeping motion to just kind of push back the people who are trying to file in to the
Okay.
room.
That gives me a funny idea.
Okay. Are you gonna defend and maneuver too then, or?
I'm gonna evade and observe,
Okay.
but I have a special move that I think is gonna work with that.
Okay. And what
That,
does Atka want to do?
I'll also, I guess, defend and maneuver.
Okay. The nice thing about defend and maneuver is you usually get to go first. Okay.
And what does Lee want
What
to
does
do?
Lee want to do?
Oh, darn it. That PDF.
I want.
Oh, wait, hold on, what
Attack
do you want?
and advance and attack.
All
Good
right.
thing we have the truck.
Okay, so the people who are doing defend and maneuver are going first. The new people are not doing that. So, and what two things did you guys block from him to be able to use?
Do we know if he has an ability yet, or is he just like a non-bender who's just all
Well,
tattooed?
You
and
don't know
threatening?
because you guys managed to stun him and impair him before he got to do anything. So,
As I remember, we blocked him from attack and advance and
Yeah.
evade and observe.
So he
Yeah,
can
so
only
he can
defend and
defend
maneuver.
Okay, so he's doing that.
It would be pretty hard for him to firebend right now.
Yeah. Okay, so
Just a weak little flame.
Wood.
So Atka and Haku are doing defend and maneuver.
Edris is too.
Okay.
Oh wait,
So-
no, Edris is doing evade and observe.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I think, am I on the old one still, like the old sheet? Quick start V10.
I think.
If it's a quick start, yeah, maybe.
If you guys go into the Google Drive, I think I've shared the playbooks folder with you, and I think you can see there's some couple of files in there, and one of them is the one that has the sheet that I'm looking at.
I don't have the Google Drive. Is that in the Discord?
Sure.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah. I'm going to be seizing a position because I am establishing an advantageous position.
Okay.
I found it, playbooks.
Yeah, and then you should be able to see that one, and then the file that is.
It looks like you
I
only
need
have 3 in
access
here.
to that Google Drive.
Yeah,
So
the one that says
Never mind, found it.
Yeah, the printable play materials. That one, the first 2 pages are basically what I'm looking at.
Which is the combat exchanges and basic moves.
Oh, okay, some of the stuff's the same. You were saying something else. I think you were saying something other than defend and respond, and it was very confusing to me.
Yeah.
Because in the name thing it says that. So who went first?
Atka and Haku, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I already said what I was gonna do. I use airbending to get my fan back in my hand, and I can hear that there are people coming up the stairs, and I whip it, and I'm ready to give an airbending swipe to push them back if needed.
How about we just kidnap him?
That might be a good idea.
We might have to.
Okay, so if you want to do that, then you could do seize a position.
I'm gonna seize a I'm seizing a
roll
position, and I'm gonna establish an advantageous position.
Roll with your focus first.
Right. Focus. What did I get? I got a 10 plus a -1, so I got 9.
Okay, so you are just able to use one basic or mastered technique.
So I am able to get the fan back in my hand. Yeah, I'm able to do what I said I was gonna do.
Okay, so you get the fan back in your hand.
And I'm on the bar, or I'm on a table, and I'm at the door, and I'm ready to swipe whoever comes in with air and push them back.
Well, it's a hallway too, so it's gonna be concentrated. Straight down the street.
They better hold their breath.
Concentrated death.
So you're just moving to stand on the desk, get high ground.
Yeah, I skillfully jump onto the desk and grab my fan with airbending, and I'm ready to attack.
Okay. And Atka, you roll your focus.
Oh.
8 plus 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 10. So you can do the two things again, or
I was gonna sprinkle them with I thought you said people were coming in. I was gonna sprinkle them alcohol, and then ask our Edris to use
light it on fire.
Mm-hmm. Is there a back door? Was there another door to this room for us to exit?
There's probably a window.
Oh, glass. Can I earthbend the glasses that the drinks came in?
Yeah, glass would be earthed.
Yeah.
Made out of
sand bending.
So I think the thing you're trying to do is ready, which is mark 1 fatigue to ready yourself or your environment, and assigning a clear, fictionally appropriate status of nearby characters or yourself.
Man, they're gonna hate this detective agency.
Oh my
People
god.
that burn down the bar down the street.
This is the first day we just destroy half of Republic City.
Burn it down.
Alone.
So Logan, is there another exit before I proceed with that maneuver?
Yeah, he was trying to go through it. It was the back door there.
Right, because I don't want to set the only exit on
Exit on fire. Okay.
Although I guess if I could water bend, I could put out the fire after.
So as part of ready, you can give yourself a positive status, and so you're ready for what's coming. Clear the prepared status to take a +1 to an appropriate roll, or avoid marking a condition. So I'm gonna say that you're prepared is gonna make that +1, and you can give it to the other player when it's their turn, so that when they do the fire, that light the alcohol on fire, they can do that and get a +1 on it.
Okay.
And then you also have a second thing you can do, which you can
Sprinkle the alcohol, but then also can I open a door to see what the back? Like he was
Yes.
trying to get out the back
you
door,
can
so can I open it and see
you
where
can
it
seize
goes?
the position, so you can basically move over there, and
Okay.
he's still stunned, so he can't stop you. So you can just open the door and see what's behind it.
All right, I do that.
Okay, and it is stairs going down from there to another
Perfect.
door.
Let's set this place on fire and run out the back door.
All right, so
She says calmly.
Like she
Oh
does
my
it every
God.
day.
Said I wouldn't burn that place down, not any of the other places.
We're done here.
What's going on here?
okay, so this guy is gonna go do this.
I guess we can put it out too, so we're not like.
That's what I said. I can also put it out right after once they've run. I can put it out with dragon slaughter.
Water. Yeah, or yeah, exactly. Yes.
You've got jars of dragon slaughter.
Yes, I can throw that to you.
And
I
do
have-
the flames after.
Okay, so you just
It's so
I
thick.
can
it's
blow
probably-
air. To,
Perfect.
A little bit of
Perfect
control.
for putting out fires. I can see why you have that dragon.
I just imagine Haku running around with a jar, putting out small bits of fire with like dragon slumber.
That's so gross, dude. Oh my god.
I love the dragon
Okay.
slobber's gonna be a thing.
It's already
So,
a thing. I
the
get
only
a
thing-
t-shirt- I can get t-shirts made.
The only thing that our the only thing that our villain here can do is he's going to use. So he's only can do defend and maneuver. He's going to take the ready action to clear his statuses. So
Okay.
he wipes his face so he can now see again, and
Uh-oh.
he's no longer stunned. But that's it. Okay, and then the next, who is doing advance and an attack?
Lee.
Lee. So roll your passion roll.
Oh, that's passion? No. I have a skill for this. Use their momentum. When you're engaged with a large or powerful foe, is that a thing?
Yep. You have a bunch of people coming in, so
Mark fatigue to advance an attack with focus instead of passion.
okay.
If you do, you don't have to mark fatigue to use strike, and you may also choose to use retaliate as if it were an advance and attack technique. So my focus is +2, so I'm going to roll that. That is a 7 + 2, so a 9.
Okay, so you can
Thanks,
use a
bonuses.
one basic or mastered technique.
And I will. Still a thing?
What's that?
Is smash an option for advance and attack?
Yes. Mark 1 fatigue to destroy or destabilize something in the environment.
Oh, but I have to use fatigue for that still.
Possibly
Okay,
inflicting or
I'll use strike
overcoming
then.
a positive or negative status.
I'll use strike, and what I'll do is I will run back looking for something to earthbend and see the glasses and just shoot all 4 of the glasses through the doorway, hopefully hitting a couple of different gangsters.
Oncomers.
Okay, so I think if you want to do that, you're gonna have to do it with the smash, because the destroyer destabilizes something in the environment. I think that's more of that. So it will cost you a fatigue to do that, but it will affect a negative status on them as a group.
Huh.
And you only have
Okay.
one fatigue right now, right? So. Also,
yeah, so I mean, why not, right?
Note that anytime you do evade and observe, you can clear one fatigue, so you can just take that one next time to get rid of one.
Right. Okay, so now I'm at 3 fatigue.
Oh yeah, you
And
had 2? Okay.
I had 2 because I had to mark fatigue to advance attack and attack with focus with passion.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's fine. I can use smash because that's what I want to do. So if that's smash, then
so they will do. I'm gonna say they are impaired from that. Yeah, impaired. So they will take -2 on all physical actions or choose one fewer technique.
Because they got glass shards in their face.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, and then is there anyone else on advance and attack? Okay, so just the group of guards coming in are now so always use number of fatigue equal to 1 plus their balance already. Okay, so they have 2, so now they have 1 less, so they basically can do 1 they are going to, so they run in, they get peppered by the glass shards, and it holds them off a little bit, but each of them runs in and manages to get a strike in, and you can okay, so they can mark a fatigue to hammer. Okay, so there's going to be 4 of them, and the first one is going to go for Atka, and make you get to choose whether you mark 2 fatigue, mark a condition, or shift your balance away from center.
Wait, is one coming for Haku?
1 for each of you, yeah.
Okay, because I seized a position, any foe that's engaged with me can mark a fatigue to block this technique. Because I'm like in a ready position to like.
Oh, nobody did
swipe
that.
it.
I knew that was there, but nobody did that, so you're fine. You're on the table.
Okay.
Okay, so on Atka, you need to decide if you want to just take 2 fatigue, or take a condition, which will give you minuses, or to shift your balance. Shift your balance could be good because it gives you a -1 to one thing, but a +1 to another thing. So if you look on your sheet, you have like a balance chart, and left or right.
Yeah.
And you can use moves that are part of your balance as well.
All right, so I'm doing that to.
You also have up to 5 fatigue, so 2 will still leave you with 3 fatigue.
Yeah.
So you can still like participate in the next, I would estimate, 2 battles.
All right, I'll just use my fatigue.
Okay, so you take 2.
Because like when you shift your balance, it like is a character. Like you're then going into like. I don't know what your balance is, but like for instance, mine's patience versus determination. So then it will affect your character on a sole purpose.
If your
I'm
balance
self-reliance versus trust.
If your balance shifts past the end of the track, then you lose your balance, and you have a you kind of.
I'm becoming evil.
You have a mental kind of
break, and then you have to pick a different.
You obsess over your principle to a degree that's not healthy for you or anyone around you. So it's kind of like a.
So I
a
become
bad thing.
Harlequin?
Yeah, it'll be a worse outcome for either us or you.
It can still be recovered. It's not like a permanent thing. It's just that you'll be that way until you recover it.
Yeah,
But
so
there are pluses.
that happens, and then you have to shift your center toward the thing you exceeded,
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
or at least I apparently I'm going off of. So
The
I
old
should
rules,
stop
yeah.
having lore.
Okay, so you take 2 fatigue, and then Haku is being attacked by the same thing. So which one do you want to take?
Wait.
So 2 fatigue, a condition, or shift your balance.
I can mark a fatigue to block the technique, right? Or no, that's them.
That's them, yeah.
Okay.
And technically, that only would have been that other guy, and he was busy. So
And he was
because
busy.
you were engaged with him, you weren't
It was-
engaged with these
yeah,
guys till now.
Right. They've come in through the door.
Yeah.
And sorry, what are my options? Just one more time. I can
So
take
take
2
2
fatigue
fatigue.
or
Or a condition, or shift your balance away from center, or from wherever it is.
ooh, I'm gonna okay. In this instance, I'm definitely gonna change my balance. I'm gonna go into determination,
Okay.
which gives me a +1, but +1 in what? And -1 in what?
That'll be in living up to your principle.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Let's do determination because it's that balance between this is a good place to use that. Where's my pencil? There it is. Okay.
Okay.
I
All right, and
am
then
in
Lee.
determination mode.
Lee, same thing. So you've already got, I think, 3 fatigue, so you probably don't want to take the fatigue. So you can take a condition or move your balance.
Away from center, you said, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm already 1 away from center, so I guess I'll take a condition. Do you choose the condition?
You can choose the most appropriate one. Afraid, angry, guilty, insecure, or troubled. What makes most sense for your character?
Are we just talking about them running in and attacking?
Yeah.
Probably troubled then.
Okay.
Like kind of like on the verge of panic.
All right. And then same thing for Edris. Do you want to
Was not
fatigue. 2 fatigue?
Edris
or...
evade and observe? What was Edris moves?
Well, this is still their turn on advance
Oh,
and
okay.
attack, so we haven't got to Edris yet.
Okay.
Oh, okay, right. So, is there any way I can warn the group before I do something?
Do it.
Yeah, they'll be able to.
I don't know if you're saying that.
I don't think they'll be able to do anything though, because then it'll be your turn, and then that's what happens. So.
Is anybody looking directly at me?
Well, this guy has come up. You got to pick one of these things. So, are you going to take 2 fatigue, mark a condition, or shift the balance away from center? Because another guy has come up to you and attacking you.
Okay.
That's one of your
Pick a condition.
Okay, so
Wait,
condition.
no, take balance. Sorry.
Okay, shift your balance to 1 way.
Yeah.
And then now it is your turn. So evade and observe. So now you can clear 1 fatigue. Do you have any fatigue?
I have
No?
no idea.
Okay.
I
you
have
might-
fatigue, but I don't know how I got it.
Okay, well, take it away because you
Okay.
evade and observe, and then roll with creativity or harmony. So 2 dice plus creativity or harmony.
Okay. Harmony 1.
Okay. And then, are you rolling or do you want me to roll?
I can't roll.
Okay. So it is, and you have +1, so it's an 8. Okay, so you can do one basic or mastered technique. And what did you want to do?
So is that basic or mastered? So it can't be a practiced.
You should have a mastered one on your sheet.
I do.
So you can use that.
Good thing nobody's gonna have to not be looking at me. So I'll use fire blades.
Okay.
And attack the alcohol.
Okay, so the alcohol is blown into the air. The fire blaze hits it, and what's the effect of it? What's the game mechanics effect of it?
Is it bottled alcohol, or is it all still in the cup?
It kind of got sprayed into the air, I think, so.
Okay, so it kind of bursts into flames and flies all over everybody.
Okay. What's the gameplay mechanics? What happens to them? Do they take fatigue? What do they? What's their? Let me just look it up.
Fear.
Okay, hang on a sec.
I guess with the mix of firebending, you could kind of project it towards specifically the bad guys, but so I don't horribly burn the entire group.
Is it the whole room? Or just in one direction?
In one direction, down the staircase that everybody that's coming up. Yeah, that's better.
Some backcountry napalm.
I love it.
Alright. I can put out all the people. If any of us caught on fire, I can put us out with the water.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just opening up the playbook here to see what that ability is. So slow. Okay. You're an icon, right? Icon. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, so I did. Okay, no. I'll wait.
Oh, did you find a cool thing?
Well, no. Air swipe is an airbending technique, which is part of defend and maneuver. That will knock away any incoming attacks and throw enemies off balance. And if there's an enemy attacking me, then I mark a fatigue to cast an arc to block or divert the strike. And if no enemy is attacked, then I can cast an arc to inflict 2 damage up to 3 enemies.
Oh, so sorry, what ability are you using? I don't see it on the sheet there.
It's an airbending technique.
Sorry, I'm talking to Edris.
Oh, sorry.
It should be flame fire blades.
Oh, did
It's
you
like
take that
one
as an
zip
additional?
does.
I actually didn't give anybody any extra techniques, so.
Oh, oops.
Probably
Okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna say it works. So whatever. They are inflamed, and you guys can use that as a distraction to go out the back way.
Downstairs.
Yeah.
Nice.
And if you.
Wait. Do we want to steal the guy? Can we steal?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you guys are gonna grab him.
Yeah.
And take him with you. Okay, so you guys got enough, I think, moves between the group of you to cause him 2 more fatigue, and knock him out, and take him with you. So we'll just wrap up this combat with that. You guys get out the back door with the guy.
Cool.
And those guys are held back by the fire, and then you get to the dragon and jump on and take off.
I blow one last gust to just amp that fire up.
Okay.
Nice.
The harness, so he's hanging from the dragon.
Yeah, the dragon grabs the bad guy in his claws and drags him along.
I was
As
gonna
you guys
ask
all get on the back.
if our mystery van had a little cage in it for like.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were at the van too. Yeah. Okay. So someone jumps in the van. Someone jumps on the dragon, and you guys get away. As we'll wrap it up there. It's 11.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right. So we'll finish it off there, and next time we will get to interrogate this guy and find out what happened to Gran.
Oh my goodness.
With toilet water.
As they're driving away, Lee slams the steering wheel, and she's like, "My hat! My fucking hat!"
Oh no!
Oh no!
Just cut to some horribly burned guy in the bar pretending to be detective.
Yeah.
So now we do those questions, right?
Yeah. So at the end of each session, we do the growth questions. So where's that? Growth questions.
That's a no for me.
Each player answers the following questions. Did you learn something challenging or exciting or complicated about the world?
Yes.
I feel like everybody got a yes on that. You found
I
out
mean,
about the criminal underworld. Yeah, you found out about the criminal underworld.
Took the bar by force. What did you say?
Yep. Okay. Did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem? Yep.
Yes.
I'll say yes to that. Did you guide a companion towards balance or end the session at your center? Okay, so some of you are not at center.
Me.
So who is still at center?
I am. I'm just fatigued.
Okay. So
I think 3 out of the 4.
Yeah, there's 3 questions. At the end of the answer. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 questions. Oh, and there's a playbook's unique personal growth question. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So on your sheet, you should have a personal growth question. Did you accomplish a feat worthy of your burden and tradition for the icons?
Hey, it says take a new move from your playbook. So do we gain talent?
No, you don't get those until you amass 4 of these checks. So actually, yeah, if you did get all 4, then you can get it. What's the Guardian one?
I
at
did.
The back of your sheet,
Okay.
you should see a growth question.
Yeah, I'm at
say?
it. It says at the end of each session, answer this question. Did you express vulnerability by admitting you were wrong or that you should have listened to someone you ignored?
I don't think you did that one.
I don't
Yeah,
think we
that's a no
got
too.
far to that though. Like,
Yeah, we didn't get far enough for that.
Okay.
I did accomplish a feat worthy of my burden or tradition because one of my burdens is overthrowing tyrants,
Hey,
and
good. Okay.
we did do that.
Same. Okay, right. I
Right
forgot
now,
about that.
business on fire.
Okay, so I think
Yeah.
that means Atka got 3 points. Brandon, what did you get?
I
3?
did. It said, did you spend meaningful time with someone else focused on their concerns and troubles? Which I feel like, yeah, I was doing charity this whole entire time.
You actually are on a quest right now to help her grand, so that's I would say
Yeah.
that's true.
I made
And you also got
progress.
drinks. You also got drinks for everyone.
Yeah, I thought about other people than myself, which is rare.
It's hard for you, I know.
Look at the good I do. Now get the hell out of here.
Okay, so does that mean you got 4? You got 4 of them then, I think? Or was your is your balance still at 0?
My balance is at 1. Is to determination, so it's not patience.
So you didn't get that one. So you got 3 as well.
I got 3 as well.
I think
Haku,
I think Lee got.
Haku is a great drag queen. I'm just saying.
It's all air, smoke and air.
Okay, so Lee, I think you got all 4 of them. Is that right? So you do have 4 points.
No, I got 3. I didn't get.
Oh yeah, your balance was. Okay, so 3 for you, and then Edris, was your balance at 0?
I
think everybody.
Didn't I pick balance? But I didn't pick which way to go earlier. I think.
Okay. You should pick that. So then, yeah. So I think everybody just got 3.
3. Okay, cool.
So yeah.
And there's another end of session thing for the icon. If this sheet is still correct, it says at the end of each session, answer these additional questions, standard growth questions, and they are: did I generally uphold my responsibilities, and did I generally maintain my prohibitions? Do they still have that now?
Live up to your role. Shift your balance.
And I did both, so I would shift my balance twice toward roll and clear condition.
Instead of marking fatigue, clear fatigue equal to your roll. Oh, end of session.
Oh yeah, clearing conditions, yeah.
Responsibility, shift towards roll and clear condition. Did I break a prohibition? I don't think you broke any of your prohibitions, but you did uphold a responsibility, so you can do that to shift your balance towards the roll.
The questions I see are: did I generally uphold my responsibilities? Which the answer is yes, so I would shift the balance toward roll. And then, did I generally maintain my prohibitions? If yes, clear condition and shift balance toward roll. Is that what you have?
On mine it says, did I break a prohibition? And then if yes, shift balance towards freedom.
Oh, so do nothing if I didn't break my prohibition?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So I shift it once toward roll. So I did end the session at center, which means you get 4 points.
That means you got 4.
At the end of the
Yeah.
So yes, and you would have gotten 4. Okay.
Never mind. Does that mean it's not?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you can take a one of those things. So it says you get. Where's the list of things you get? Oh, it's different by rule, I think. So take a new move from your playbook. Take a new move from another playbook, or raise a stat by +1, maximum +2 in any stat. Shift your center by 1 step. Unlock your moment of balance. The moment of balance thing should wait for a little while till the story is kind of appropriate to it.
Right.
So
The playbook is like 300 pages. You should like give everybody time to look at it till
no,
next.
you can do this after. I'm just telling him for next time he can do that. Yeah. And when you do that, you check one of those things because you can only have the number of check boxes it is. So once you pick one of those, you check it off, and then that one's used up.
Make sure to give me access to the drive too, because I don't like all my stuff is super outdated. I don't want to pick a move.
Yeah, you should have access to this file under the playbooks folder.
Lee says that
playbooks.
Yeah, Lee was saying she doesn't have access to that. So can you?
Yeah.
You need to send her a new link.
Okay.
That document at the top from 7.6, I have access to, but the second link from 7.9, I don't have access to that.
Okay.
I sent you the link,
but maybe you didn't see the. I will post this in the text chat there, and then you should be able to get it from there.
Make sure that they're able to read it out of game so that they can read up on it.
I think that should give you the what you need. It's this one.
Yes, I do want to go to. Yes, I have access. Beautiful, thank you.
There we go.
So,
Cool.
Ooh, these are pretty. Okay.
Yeah. And then there's also, I think you guys already had yours, but for Brandoon, I don't think his is in there, but in that folder there's also a fillable PDF. If you Halloween Girl, if you want to use that to do an online version of your character sheet, you could. It has
I don't even know how to open that folder. You're gonna have to show me.
All right.
I don't see the.
I could
text
just
chat.
fill it in for you if you wanted it to be online, but if you're
Well, I
fine
just
with your
don't see
sheet.
I don't see the text chat in this in the Discord. Is that where it is?
Sorry, I sent that one to directly in a direct message. Let me just put it in here too.
It's fine. You can just show it to me later.
Yeah, it's there
Show it to me
in the
tomorrow.
Avatar RPG chat. Okay. I think that's all the stuff we have to do. For...
All right, good game, everyone.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
fun.
good. Yeah, that was fun.
You guys got to beat up a bad guy and get some drinks at a bar.
So we had a +3. I'll figure that out for next time.
It's a very nice balance with the,
I'm a little surprised at how brutal Lee is. I didn't know she was that brutal.
Yeah.
You just don't know what happens when Leah's like backed up against, in a corner or in an office, and
She takes her job seriously, which I appreciate, especially since she's not getting paid.
When she doesn't know that, and she's going to discuss that with you when she finds out.
If we can find what happened to Grand.
Grand's got the money.
Is this gonna be like
Gotta get
bits of
the
ash all over
straight.
us?
Or we beat the guys out and they drop money.
I like GTA.
We were gonna make people
Yeah,
Molotov cocktails, but it happened.
Break all the pots while we're at it.
Yes! You can
I
have
just
all
wanna
the
say-
rupees.
I just want to say thank you to the people who are watching. We got a few viewers in there
Thank
that
you!
had some
Aww.
comments and stuff.
There
It
were
was
some
great.
people that were
That was
interested in
my
doing
dad.
Yeah.
PDF. That was eye roll.
Yeah, and check us out next week. We're gonna do this every Friday, so same time, same bat channel.
in that channel.
And we will continue the stories. Oh my gosh. So
Yes.
excited.
All right, have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you next time on Avatar Legends Noir.
Ooh.
Bye bye.